Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do me a favour. Number 1, get this video to at least 200 likes. Also comment, let me know your thoughts on the case. 19-year-old Bronx drill rapper K-Flock, real name Kevin Perez, is currently in federal prison after being transferred from Rikers Island, arraigned on very serious charges. Those are charges of first degree M, federal M, and also attempted M, and also racketeering, and also RICO charges. The charges just keep getting stacked up against him. As a 19-year-old rapper, K-Flock had a phenomenal rise in the ranks of the drill scene. Taking into consideration he's only been making music since 2020, with the release of Op Spotter and other notable singles like FTO. At one point, it looked like K-Flock was going to be the next big thing. He was going to put drill on the map. However, the rapper then ran into an alleged fatal altercation outside a barbershop. On December 23rd of 2021, just before 10 AM, CCTV put K-Flock, who was seen wearing a blue coat and a mask, walking down the street with 2 other men in Harlem, New York. While walking past the barbershop, 24-year-old Oscar Hernandez, who also went by the name of Waca or Honcho, had seen K-Flock. Now K-Flock and Honcho's eyes met, and there was a bit of confusion. Honcho then asked the wrong question, shouting, "What are you looking at?" K-Flock and his mates took the simple question to mean disrespect, and the 2 men then got into a verbal altercation, an argument. They were face to face arguing in the middle of the street, and it was documented. Oscar Hernandez then decided to walk away, and there it should have been laid to rest. Now this is where things get a bit murky. According to police, K-Flock was fuming. He pulled out a firearm from the waistband, extended his arm and steadied his aim, and then pressed the trigger. Oscar Hernandez was struck in the neck. Again, he was only 24 years old. Despite the injuries, Oscar actually managed to run back into the barbershop screaming for help, leaving a heavy trail of red with every laboured step he took. He was panting, he was shaking, he was sweating and stumbling inside the barbershop. Emergency services were called, but sadly Oscar's injuries would prove fatal and he was pronounced dead a short time later. At the scene, police found squashed shell casings and also sliders that belonged to Oscar. Now police quickly uploaded a picture to their official Twitter account, asking for the public's help in trying to identify their main suspect. Many fans in the drill scene quickly responded and explained that the image the police posted looked exactly like K-Flock. Now in order to give the crime some context, it was explained that Oscar Hernandez worked as a delivery driver for Uber Eats and was described as a hard-working man and was very family-orientated and may have been set apart in a case of mistaken identity, as he was not known to have any enemies. Now the catalyst in the case was K-Flock had actually gone on Instagram Live wearing the same outfit he was wearing when he allegedly committed the M. Once K-Flock's name began to trend on the internet and in New York, there was little K-Flock could do to stem the situation. K-Flock, real name Kevin Perez, was the main suspect and a warrant was issued for his arrest. The rapper knew it was a matter of time. He had nowhere to hide and sought to turn himself in to the NYPD. Now once preparing to turn himself in, K-Flock used his image, notoriety and his newfound money to hire one of the best solicitors in the country, and that was Scott Lehman. They both then walked into the precinct and handed K-Flock over. Now his solicitor published a statement saying, "As the charges levied against him, we have begun our own investigation into those allegations. More importantly, considering the DA's significant disclosure this morning that the NYPD received a tip saying that someone else is the K. Now we demand the DA's office provide disclosure of the videos referenced. Regarding the Oscar Hernandez M, police only have circumstantial evidence that put him at the scene and probable cause, and that more so relates to the gang affiliation of the Bronx-based Third Side Street Gang. Without concrete evidence, there's little they could do. For example, tying the weapon to K-Flock himself through DNA evidence. You can only build up a case and create a story. Now, to make K-Flock's situation that much worse, police also then added K-Flock's name to one of 8 people that's been charged with a RICO related to the Sevside/DOA crew. So, with the new slew of charges stacked against K-Flock, he was then moved out of Rikers Island and then put into a federal prison. Now, if found guilty of all charges, K-Flock is looking at life in prison without parole, or worse, his life could be taken. Again, just think about this. K-Flock is only 19 years old, and right now he's sitting in a cell thinking, what's going to happen to his life? Let me know your thoughts. Is he guilty or is he innocent? Stay safe. Safe.